You know, Loving Mental Health Rocks presents Unspoken Words, questions to be asked and stories to be told. Sensitive topics will be discussed. Viewer discretion is advised. Enjoy.
Oh, number 8 from Anonymous again. She asked, "What are your thoughts regarding people in social media that are self-diagnosing themselves, associating particular, quirky, or unusual traits of themselves as a symptom of mental health disorders? For example, ADHD or OCD." So basically po, people who self-diagnose, stuff like that.
Okay. Ayan. So siguro I'll reference again my answer no to the very first question is that we are hardwired to want to know things. No, we don't want to be uncertain. No, and kasi with information at our fingertips, no, one type in the laptop or one click on our cell phone, we can actually get information. No, and I actually also do this. No, I cannot say I don't search Google, like especially for physical symptoms, like why do I have this lump on my neck, no, search ko na yan, tas dami-daming lalabas, no, explanations, no, ranging from simple pimples to lymphoma or cancer, diba? And tayo, human beings, ang tendency natin laging yung worst,
The worst case
diba?
scenario.
Oo, laging yung, ay, may schizophrenia na yata ako, or meron na akong baka psychotic na ako. Lagi tayong ganon. We're wired to think of the worst things. Now, the dangers of self-diagnosis is, yun nga, number one, ako kasi personally, it's okay for me to look things up online. Parang, it's unreasonable to expect people not to look things up. Parang naging habit na natin. But the thing is, you shouldn't stop there. No? For example, you look something up, no? And then you see na, ay, may ganito. So that should prompt you, what is the next step? You go to a doctor. No? Hindi ka magsa-stop at the self-diagnosis. No? So you have to have it verified by, it could be a medical doctor, it could be a psychiatrist, a psychologist. No? So that's actually using self-diagnosis, looking things up in a healthy way. You go to the next step. Okay? Tsaka, eto din, ako, what I can siguro share with you guys, di ba kapag nagta-type kayo ng symptoms online, anong unang websites na lumalabas? Usually, WebMD,
Yes,
diba?
WebMD.
Healthline, o parang alam na alam ni Gabriel, ang lakas nung yes, di ba? But these sites that pop up first, they're not really the most reliable. They're just the ones that get the most traffic and engagements. Kaya sila yung unang lumalabas. No? So kung hahanap man kayo ng information, medical information online, you use the websites that end in like .gov, .edu, or let's say it's from a pharmaceutical company. No, kasi itong mga to, they are being peer-reviewed, may quality assurance yan. So alam nyo na makukuha yung information is actually valid. Okay? So, yeah, look things up online, pero don't stop there. If you feel that you have something, you go to the human professional who can actually help you. Okay? So, marami ako nababasang stories na they were able to go to the doctor in time to have something checked. Kasi nabasa nila online. Hindi sila nag-wallow lang in the, naku, what's happening to me? No? Na-anxious na. So, they go to the doctor to have it verified. So, yun. Okay?
So, firstly is to do the next step, which is to go to a professional and then make sure it's from a reliable source, miss, right? When you want to find more about your symptoms and such. But miss, I actually see a lot of people, I guess, flexing or showing off the fact that they self-diagnose themselves with ADHD. Like in TikTok, there's like, or no, the more common one is Tourette's,
Oh yeah. Oh.
right? They say they pretend, I guess they pretend, or maybe they self-diagnose themselves falsely that they have Tourette's, and they make fun of it, or they flex it, they boast about it, they video themselves about it, their tics, online, posting it for engagement views and whatnot. So I guess that's the negative impact of this self-diagnosis.
Yeah.
Because for the people who actually have Tourette's, right?
Yeah.
That's
It's kind of like discouraging for them.
Yes.
That other people are just making fun of their condition that they're probably struggling so hard with.
yes.
So,
Yeah. Oo. You see this on TikTok, no?
Opo, TikTok.
I see. Oo. Kasi ako I'm on X. I'm on
Twitter?
Twitter. So hindi ako masyado exposed sa TikTok. So may ganyan pala sa TikTok. I see. So, oo. That you're correct, Gabriel, that it demeans the experience of those who actually have it. Eh parang ginagawa lang na katatawanan or para lang makakuha ng views, no? So minsan kasi parang ano na uso na yung magkaroon ng label, ang diagnosis,
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
But nababawasan yung meaning niya, no? Doon sa mga tao talagang na-experience or may diagnosis talaga na ganun.
Well, I hope that happens less.
yeah.
I mean, I do see it happening. I do see it happening less.
Then
So,
there
yeah.
was like a certain period of time where it was like happening.
Yeah,
all-
nung pandemic, no?
nung pandemic.
Everyone posting about themselves.
Yeah.
How many more questions are we going to do?
I guess we can do these three in last.
Okay. Number 9.
Yeah.
Anonymous, and he said that he has a family friend currently studying in college and aspiring to become a mental health practitioner. Wow. Whenever their dream career becomes a topic of discussion, there would always be some family members, especially the older ones, making jokes about how gagamot siya ng mga baliw or something similarly negative. This struck me as something worrying because in actuality, mental health care is very crucial and needed in our society. So his question is, what do you feel when you encounter these comments about your profession, and how do you respond to them?
Well, ako I accepted it as a professional hazard, no, that we really tend to get misunderstood, no? And I don't take it personally, no? Yun kasi a lot of it kasi, as I said, no, a lot of people are either misinformed, they're underinformed, or they are uninformed about mental health. No, so that's where we actually enter and do psychoeducation. No, it's not counseling, but we explain to them, no, how mental health conditions form, how yun nga yung mental health continuum na pinakita ko, no, and once we give information, okay, it's up to you to make the decision, no? Basta make sure that they have the right information. So, nagawa na namin yung part namin, make the decision, sige. Pero pag nagsakit sila, sa amin din babalik. Ano lang yon, joke lang. Pero yon, parang ganon, sige, you can continue believing, pero pag nagkasakit kayo, okay, see you. Sa amin din kayo pupunta ulit, ganon. Pero yon, it's just really information. It's just really information, giving them information, and not taking things personally, no?
So
Yun.
we have to, I guess same with what you talked about earlier, that some people really have a different culture or different perception about mental health, and the important thing is that we inform them about what mental health really is and what it really means.
Yeah.
I guess it's more like, it's not like they genuinely don't like the idea of mental health. It's just that they don't know much about it. So,
Yes.
yung unang pumapasok sa isip nila pag narinig nila like mental problems, baka unang pumapasok sa isip nila, ay may saltik to sa utak or something like that. Yeah. So they like, I guess it's more of parang stereotypes ng like previous generations.
Yes,
And since
yes.
they're like you said, Miss, underinformed, I guess, ayun nga. So, since wala silang information, they kind of just assume.
Yeah.
Can you read the next one?
Yeah. So, our next question po.
Second to the
Yeah,
last.
second to the last is from another anonymous person. She said that as someone dedicated to helping others overcome mental health challenges, have any specific moments or cases reaffirmed your choice of this field and left you feeling deeply fulfilled? So this is for you specifically.
For me, it's not really, well, I have 2 clients in mind, no? But it's really not specific clients, but more of in the counseling process, no? When I talk to students and they realize something during the session, like, miss, siguro kaya ako ganito kasi, ganyan. Or baka kaya ako na-experience to kasi. No, and that's very edifying and fulfilling for me because I'd like to believe that, I provided them a safe space. No, I did not judge them. I allowed them to experience these emotions. And I provided a safe space for them to realize it for themselves. So yun naman ang ginagawa namin sa counseling eh. Na we give a safe space for you, no, to express your emotions, no, kahit positive man yan or negative. So nakakatuwa yun kasi nare-realize nung client na yung insights, naiintindihan na niya yung sarili niya, no? And it's because of the environment that I provided also for the client. So yun yung mga sa akin, very important.
Okay.
Miss, so, what feeling do these moments give you, Miss? Is it relief, happiness, fulfillment? What's like the one word or one feeling that can describe your, what you feel?
I guess fulfillment is the right word. Kasi that's really why I wanted to enter this profession, no, is really to help people rediscover the best version of themselves, no? And that's what I help them with, no. I journey with them through that rediscovery of the best version of themselves.
So
There.
So I guess, ma'am, this applies to like almost any kind of job that involves helping others, being of service to others, like that feeling of fulfillment. So I guess in a sense that's like similar to what you're saying about, like that's applicable to all sorts of jobs.
Yeah.
Okay. Last question.
Yes. Last question.
Julian from Humes D. He asks, similar to the last question, similar to the previous question. Knowing that your profession helps those struggling with mental health, how do you manage your mental health in the midst of helping others?
Yeah.
So I think it's asking for you personally, ma'am.
Okay, so number 1 is I also get help myself. No, I actually have a mentor who helps me in terms of my work. No, like if for example I encounter a client na mahirap yung case, nagko-consult din ako. May supervisor ako na tumutulong sa akin, no? And from time to time, I also consult a psychologist. No, nagpapa-counsel din ako. Minsan I also go to a psychiatrist pag medyo hirap ako or yun. So pag nagpapaano ako, nagko-consult ako, No, and I think it takes away the stigma also. Kapag kami mismo, we have to walk our talk also. Diba? We always say to you, mag-consult kayo, pero kami, kinakanya namin yung problema namin. So, for us to be effective, we also have to be helped. No, so bukas ako doon. May mentor ako, may psychologist ako, minsan nagpapa-psychiatrist din ako. Okay, what else? I also create mental and emotional boundaries, no? Pagkatapos ng 5 o'clock, no, hindi ko na iniisip yung problema ng clients ko. No? Problema na siya ng parents niya. Hindi ko na siya problema. No, it helps me set boundaries for myself. And then what else? I also do voice memos to myself. Di ba we have this app on our phone?
Yeah.
No? Minsan kasi pag pagod na ako mag-journal, kapagod magsulat, di ba? I do voice memos. Like I just talk. Sometimes I rant. No? And then I listen back to myself. Tapos nakakapag-reflect ako. Or, another thing also is, during a busy day at work, I sometimes step out of the office. I walk along the corridors of LS. Wala akong, no direction. I just walk, or sometimes I just sit on the benches dun sa around the amphitheater. I just look at the green there, the gardens. Yun, I just zone out, blank. No, because sometimes it's too draining, no? Yung minsan yung client, lalo na minsan mga 2 hours kayo nag-uusap, after labas, no? Iwan lahat. And then at the end of the day, yan, titreat ko sarili ko, magmamakdo, ice cream, no? Para lang reward, no? Mga reward na ganyan. So, yun ang aking ginagawa as a counselor.
Miss, do other mental health professionals, do they also usually get consultation for themselves din po?
Actually, required siya sa amin.
Oh, wow.
It's part of our ethical responsibility, no? To take care of ourselves. Kasi we have to, we see a lot of clients, so kailangan kami na monitor din namin yung personal life namin, professional life namin, para hindi namin na ipapasa sa inyo. 'Di ba? Yung problema namin. Kasi it can happen May away kami sa bahay, tapos minute namin kayo, medyo galit kami, annoyed. Siyempre mararamdaman nyo yun, 'di ba? Pag parang aburido yata si Miss ngayon. No? So, kailangan din namin i-deal yung mga problema namin, no? Para hindi namin kayo na-affect. Yun. So, that's actually required kami na meron kaming ganun.
That's great. That's great to hear po na you're doing well and that you have...
I'm trying. Buhay pa naman. Oo. So far. First term pa lang
Oh my gosh, first term pa lang.
First term for the first year.
First term pa lang, hindi. Lahat tayo naman yan. Mental health continuum, remember, diba?
Yes,
we go through healthy and ill points in our lives. No? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Done with the questions.
Yes.
How many? 11 questions. Okay.
Yeah.
For our last part, Miss, we actually have one more final question, but it's after we give our takeaways, po, Miss.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, who goes first? And
You go first.
okay. So,
What's your biggest takeaway from everything today, from Miss Myka's answers?
I think the part that struck me the most is the part with the parents. It just, I guess, opened my perspective in terms of whether or not I should talk to my parents about this kind of stuff and what actions I can take so that I'm able to be more comfortable, to be more open with my parents. Like, yung sinabi niyo po na just take the time to talk about random stuff daily para you can build, I guess, yung connection and yung confidence na kahit yung mga deep problems mo, since you guys talk regularly na, you'll feel more comfortable. So, and this was a really nice way to learn about different methods to handle your problems in the different aspects of getting professional health and just mental health in general. And I learned a lot. And yeah, that's all I can say. Thank you.
My biggest takeaway. What was yours again? Yours was the parents, right?
Yeah.
That's great. That's beautiful to hear. I think mine is the imposter syndrome one. Talaga. Um, uh, I'm kind of. It relaxes me a little to know that I'm not the only one, or that it's not rare to experience this type of thing. Yeah, because it's something that, like I said kanina, it's the thing that's affected me the most ever since entering LaSalle. And I thought I was the only one feeling this way. I thought I was the only one who lost my confidence in me. But it's nice to hear, or not nice to hear. Obviously, I hope everyone doesn't have imposter syndrome. But it relaxes me a little. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess the very last question is, what have you learned today as a professional about the students' perspective on what mental health is, based on their insights and questions and stories? What is your biggest takeaway? Yeah.
Ako, for me, and I'm talking to you too, no, and looking also at the questions, no, you made me see the best of your generation, no, because admittedly, pag naririnig natin yung generation nyo, parang you get a lot of flack, no, yung parang kayo, mga babad sa social media, yung medyo negative yung connotation, but you represent the best of what your generation can offer. And your questions, really made me think and prepare. Kasi sabi ko, hindi lang basta-bastang questions to. I have to also give my best and prepare because I found your questions, no, you two actually, very insightful, very reflective, no, and nakakatuwa, no, and yun, kasi nga, you also have a lot of resources at your disposal, no? You have social media, you have these new technologies. Pag nagamit nyo ng tama, no, and with your insights, no, you really will go far and go places, no. And I'm happy. Actually, ayan, this is another moment in my career where I feel fulfilled. Where I nasasabi ko na I'm in the right profession, no, kasi I enjoy talking to students, no, I love talking to you guys, no, not just in counseling, but yeah, narinig ko kayo, so I'm glad that I'm journeying with our senior high school students, and yun ang takeaway ko, really. You've shown me the best of what your generation can offer. You two are very good examples. Yun. So thank you for inviting me. I'm really happy to be here also.
To add lang po, I really think that it's beautiful that we can see how much you love helping others, Miss. I wish one day I'll have that in myself too. I'll have more of that in myself too. It's also wonderful to see how much you love your job, how much it fulfills you, Miss. And also, I think another thing that I learned today, me and Yuri both learned, is that professionals are on a different level when it comes to mental health. Like their knowledge, their experience. I thought that I knew a lot because we've studied about it recently in PerDev, and it was always a topic to me. I thought that I knew a lot, but these questions, your answers, Miss, were very eye-opening, and it showed me that professional help is different. It's really different from the usual whatever.
This is just really nice. Especially, I don't know if this is your first time na mag-usap-usap with a professional. Because this is my first
This
time.
is mine, yeah.
Yeah, this is our first time. So,
Okay. I see.
parang like he said, eye-opening. It's very insightful. And, ayun, it's also, in a way, it also encourages me na maybe at some point whenever I have a problem that's serious, maybe I can also have more, like, because of this experience, I think I have more confidence in seeking professional help or seeking counseling.
I'm
So,
glad.
yeah.
Mhm. Okay. And I'm your assigned counselor actually. You're 11-0, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, you're really assigned to me. So feel free to drop by. No, I hope I don't see you lang when you have a problem. No, it's our counseling office is open, no, to you guys. No? So I'm happy that we were able to connect like this.
Yeah. That's another thing, like I mentioned earlier, like I really feel the connection and the closeness here in the well, parang naging group discussion na lang. So I guess that wraps things up. Thank you very much for your presence today, Miss Myka. Kanina ba tong metal na to? Sorry, miss. There's a metal.
Ano ba yan? What is
Yung
that?
table at anyways. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much for joining today, Miss. As a token of our gratitude, we'll give a certificate of appreciation a short while after. And yes, thank you very much, Miss, for today.
Yeah.
Thank you also. Thank you very much.
Yeah. To our viewers and our listeners, we hope that you learned something from this episode. And we truly hope that the mental health situation gets better in the Philippines. We should continue to fight the stigma about mental health, raise mental health awareness, and promote getting professional mental aid in hopes of helping those in need.
And for the viewers, if you yourself are struggling mentally, consider opening up, like what Miss Myka said earlier. Or if you can, seek professional help. There are people who want to listen, and there are many who care for you. You are important, and you are loved.
That'll be all for today. Thank you to our dear viewers and listeners for tuning in to this episode. Please make sure to like, share, and comment on our podcast if you enjoyed. We would love to hear your thoughts, and you can do so by answering our evaluation form found in the description below. Any response and feedback is encouraged and very much appreciated. Again, thank you so much. We hope to see you and hear from you all soon. And, well, loving mental health rocks.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Miss.
Thank you, ma'am.